No, my budget is 550.
All right, can you guys link your pops?
Yeah.
I know na because it was the preemptive that you took, Jay.
Yeah.
Preemptive budget. Yeah.
There's no such thing as a preemptive budget. There's just budget changes.
There is. Let me
Preemptive
link
budget
on
change.
the
Preemptive budget.
online
Yeah, wait.
6.
But again, individuals don't decide preemptive changes. That's decided by the HR board. You just change your budget, and it's your budget for the moon month. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it was for 45 degree when we were asking everybody if we want anybody who wants to change
So
the
did you
budget.
change your
I
budget
think
or not?
I saw this format, but from you, Jay.
Did you guys change your budget or not?
No, I did not change. My budget is 550.
Luz, Joyce, did you change your budget?
It's Ate.
I made a preemptive last 45, so I don't know
There's
which
no
one
such
to
thing
make.
as a preemptive change. It's you
Okay,
just
so
change your budget or you
mine
don't
is
change your budget. So that is a change for the preemptive change is a decision
okay.
by the HR board, right?
So for me, so it's 550 for me also.
So you're saying you didn't change your budget?
Yeah, I did. I changed for 45, but you're saying that that is for HR.
No, you control your budget. Like, stop thinking about anyone else except for yourself. You control your budget. Did you make a change for the 45 degree? Right now, we are past the 45 degree. The 45 degree was last month. So this month is the 94 degree or 92 degree or whatever it is. 94?
Okay then. So my budget for 95 is 550.
Why?
It says here in my pop, 550.
Okay, can you link it, please, for the 5th time? I'm asking.
Yeah, it's there already in our note.
Okay, thank you.
Mine is on line 6. Have you seen mine?
So it says March, April 2024, 440.
Then there's 95 is April, May.
Why would April, May come before March, April? Was that a mistake?
It was just it was just put in a different place, but I mean it's not chronologically arranged, but you can see in the history if you can see the changes were made.
Okay, let's just do the verification. So we go to Moon Giant. And we are trying to do this moon month. So it's April 8th was the beginning of the 90. We're on the 95, you said? 95
Yes.
degree.
So
that
April
started April 8th. So then we just look up the date, and that is March 10th, February 24th.
Yes.
Okay, so go to February 24th. That's 95,550. Okay, so your budget has gone up. Is that correct?
It's gone up. It
500 and
decreased.
550.
Is it? It's gone up. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
It says 165 February, March 500, and then it says 95 degree west, April, May 550.
550 times. Ay, shut up. Sorry, sorry. Why did I?
So where is a taste pop? Oh, here we go, a taste pop. And we might as well
It's
put
on.
Lucy's pop too. We can verify Lucy's pop.
It's on
Yeah,
one
you
fifty
can verify
two.
my. I have never changed anything. For long. Just verify. I have no problem. Let me put it there.
So yours says 550 for 45 degrees.
Yes, Jay.
And yours went from let's see, not clear, 503, I guess, up to 550. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, it's getting a little
503.
on the high side, so we're gonna have to figure that out. 550. All right, cool. And then Lucy, you said yours is
What do you
500.
mean by 503, G? I don't understand.
I don't know. I was trying to look for the previous month. It says
Oh,
in
okay.
11 degree east. It says 335. I don't know. And then in 58 degree west, it says. Oh wait, no. I don't know. It's all confusing. Oh, 639.6. So yours goes down a little bit, I guess. I don't know. It's not very organized. But anyway, the
Yeah,
550
it
looks
went
good
down.
to me. And then Lucy, January, February 2024, $500 a month. Okay. Cool. So I don't know what option we want to call this, but we can call it like option 5 or whatever. I don't really care. We'll call this option 2. So overall, I would say that it is definitely a little on the high side at $2,000. So I would go for an option that is less than this, but either way, this could be a good start. How should we vote?
We have option to vote.
Where we boosted. Where is it, Jay? Where are we voting? Ah, okay. Line
On
up from 992.
114, yeah, 992.
114.
So I'm gonna vote a 5.5 because I feel like a little high would be good to have like a second option as well.
So what is wrong with this one, with this proposal?
What is wrong with what?
With the proposal?
Oh, $2,000 is a little bit on the high side for the HR, but we'll work around it. See what we can do.
Yeah, but if it is high when you are sure the team is going to bring in the income, so what's the problem?
I just don't believe you. Everyone's blah blah blah. I'm going to bring in tons of income. It's like no one's done work for months and months, so let's not talk like that. So It's a lot of money. So let's just work on having options. I think this is a perfectly viable option. I think it would also be good to have an option that is more like $1,500 as well, if even less.
So what if we vote and this option pass?
Well, we still have to do UMCUS, we have to do HR board verification, we have to get all the rest of it, but we can do that over the course of the week.
I just have one issue, Jay,
Yeah.
because if we are going to send this thing for vote again, I think it might again maybe fail not to pass, and it will take us drag us back. If maybe there is another option that you see, it is okay. Can you also put that option so that we can see? For me, I would like to see the option that we can vote, but
And pass
just
and move forward.
and move forward.
Yeah, than to be going front and back. That's why I asked if it pass, what happened? Because when Jay already starts voting 5.5, it means he does not want the proposal to pass. So if it pass, we are going to be dragging each other and then going front and back. So can you just do something that we can go once and for all, please?
I mean, I don't have a good answer, a good solution to what we're trying to do with the budget. Like, this is not even my team. Like, this is like you guys are coming to build this team and make it something functional. So this is what makes you guys feel good. That's perfectly fine. The only other thing I can think of with 500, 550 a month would be to just hire 2 people instead of 3 people, or to do some changes and reduce it from the
Yeah.
500, 550 a month. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yes, I can do a preemptive budget for me
Yeah.
up to, yeah, same for 440. The one I put here,
Yeah.
440 for me.
I think we have the option of always time budget. How is time budget look like? I think maybe that can help us move forward.
Yeah. And I think overall, I'm not as worried about it because of, I mean, I guess I could go up to 5.75, but I just like, with the whole thing regarding, the UMCUS vote and all the new policies, I feel like we'll make some progress there. But overall, I'm just not ready to finalize the budget with everything going on and all the other topics that we need to go over. But I think we have a viable budget option and we should just vote on it. So are you guys going to vote or not?
Okay.
And then we can also vote on option 2, because option 2 also passes.
Where is
Sorry.
option two?
Option 2.
Option 2 is line 122 down to 150. And somehow it's less money. I'm not sure exactly how it's less money, but it is. But I did change my vote on this, so I'm going to plan on changing my vote again, and I'm voting at 5. So it does not pass.
I'll vote on 8. But I don't really understand how you guys did this option. So I thought, by the way, let's just move forward.
I don't really know either. I mean, again, these are just preliminary, just trying to get something to work on from last week. Right, this passes. So, anyways, we have a potential budget. It still needs UMCUS, it needs HR verification and certification, et cetera, et cetera. So, but either way, I think this is a good starting point.
The problem is like last week you vote on budget. That's the same budget for option two now. and it was also written past. This is going to be the, is it this going to be the same issue again? We are voting on this. Maybe it's not going to pass again. It is pass later, not pass. I think we are not moving forward. We are just going back and back. That's why I was preparing. If we have something like time budget, what we can vote and move forward is okay.
Yeah, we can also look at the policies, in regards to a policy that is more conducive to allowing people to work and then not having it affect other people as much. But anyways, like this is what trying to get agreement looks like, though. It's like we need to get the budget passed in a main session and then passed on the voting form and then passed through the HR board. Like, we just need to get agreement from everybody that's involved. It's like 2 sessions in a row. Does that make sense, Lucy?
For me, I just see like yes, but it's just going to be the same. It's not going to pass. I know. I'm very sure no one who is not on that list is going to vote. That is the problem. That is exactly the issue. If we are said we need to go as per what it has been voted on, as per ranking, then we should go. We should certify the vote and move forward. Actually, this is going to be even worse. People who are not on the budget, they're going to vote. They're also going to be like, why am I not there? Yes, they have questions. That is why I said, can we come up with something that we just say, this is the budget that we have? We are moving forward. Whoever will want to join the team will have to propose your budget or reduce your budget for you to join the team. All is done.
That's what I'm talking about, is that, the process of reducing people's budget takes time, and updating POPs and verifying POPs. I mean, that definitely takes time. So if that's what it comes to, that's what it comes to, if we want to add more people. But the point is that my priority is following the policies. That's my priority. Right? So it's like, I would love us to get agreement. I'd love everyone to be here. I'd love everyone to finalize it in 2 minutes. But that has not been the case ever. Like, nobody for months and months, everybody has not been willing to compromise. So I said sucks, but we can't necessarily do anything about that. But anyways, having a budget is better than not having a budget. And there's a big difference between not having a budget and then changing the budget, right? So if option 2 was last week's budget, and then we're changing from option 2 to option 5, that's perfectly fine. Does that make sense? Either way, you're included. And you would get reimbursement, and you would get, So basically, the decision between option 2 and option 5 is to basically fire Uma and Gloria and Mamoon because they all ranked super low, and then to hire Joyce and Atay because they rank high. Does that make sense? But either way, we're not hiring or firing anybody because the budget hasn't been finalized, and it won't be finalized until the HR board votes and certifies it, and then it's approved. Does that make sense? Can anyone hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Jay.
Okay, so again, just to remind everybody, the proposal here would be like a retroactive proposal, and we'd be retroactively approving this budget as of Monday, and then we need to get it voted on in the voting form, and then we come and we certify it tomorrow or next day or whatever, and then it's set. Otherwise, you make changes or we update it however we need to update it. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand. Like, if you guys are not able to do this, then you can't run an organization. It's not going to work. This is minor compared to everything else. Does that make sense or not?
I'm confused now. Anyway, so Jay, I think we have even voted to start the work today. So does that mean we are not going to continue to start the work officially as we have voted last week?
Nothing is official until it's certified. Absolutely not official, right? So what
So
we're proposing is a retroactive proposal, right? So let's make a proposal right now. So be like proposal to retroactively approve this budget option for option 5
As
as
of
of
Andromeda.
Monday, Tuesday, April 2023, full moon, pending UMCAS loan agreement and HR board certification, right? So this needs to be, well, I guess you could add the other one, pending team voting form. Team voting form. So there's 3 parts. There's the voting form, there's UMCAS loan agreement, and then there's the HR board certification, right? So as long as we can get through that, then we can approve this budget.
so what happens if this budget is not going to be approved?
And then we need to approve a different budget as of a different date, or we need to figure out some other sort of agreement or whatever. Like if no budget can ever be agreed on, that's a huge problem. We need to change our policies then to figure out a different way to make a budget, or we need to change our policies to say that, like, you know, you don't do any client work, you don't get paid, period. On an individual level instead of a group level, then anyone can join the freaking, there is no budget, right? You just join, do whatever you want to, and then if you don't do any work, you don't get paid. It doesn't affect anyone else. So I don't know. So there's lots of different options in terms of how we could move forward. But the point is that, you know, the policy you guys are talking about is like whoever shows up the session dictates to everyone else, and no one else has a say, regardless of whether they can show up, regardless of their electricity is on or off. And it's just like, you know, they're totally screwed if they just miss this Monday forever. That's basically what I'm hearing from you guys.
I'm not getting you.
Okay, the policy that I'm hearing you say is that basically if you're not here right now today, that you are excluded in forever, right? So proposal to only allow
Student forever.
people who attend the Monday, Tuesday, April 22, 23 session to have a vote, and everyone else forever is excluded. Right? That's what I'm hearing from you, right? And we're spending like 10 minutes on this. So you want to get rid of all of our policies and have no one be able to review, no oversight. It's just whatever we decide, it's just what's going to happen, and it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks or says forever. That's all I'm hearing.
And we have no problem this. You go, let's do the policy, no matter how long it will take to get agreement, I'm fine. Don't want to look like I'm I'm not against the policy, Jay. What I'm worried, I was just like, we just need to pick up and move forward. That was my thinking. It's not that excluding people out or excluding or no. If that is the way forward, then let's just be. Until approve, I don't know when, then we can move forward.
Okay, so I still don't totally understand what you're saying, but again, we just have our policies. We follow the policies. We get agreement just like any other time. The proposal that was made last week is obviously not being approved. The rankings show that. Today's who shows up shows that. All of the proposals that were voted on for the budget did not pass. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it, but the point is that maybe this budget will have a better chance of passing. But either way, like the policies are the most important part. If we just ignore all the policies, then there's no democracy, there's no co-op, there's nothing, right? Anyways, so do you guys want to vote on the retroactive proposal and just get this finalized, or do you guys want to move forward, or what?
Yeah, that's what I need.
Oh, and we forgot to take a break. Maybe we should take a 10-minute break and we can vote. So, other questions on this proposal?
No question.
Any concerns? I guess the concern is what Lucy said, that not sure this budget will pass, right? So if it doesn't pass, then we have to start over again. So, anyways, or we can vote on multiple options, right? We could vote and say like to retroactively approve any budget option that is improved instead of just option 5, right? So we could propose like, here, I'll put another option here, right? So proposal, I'll put this in line 187. To retroactively approve any budget um, certified by the team and HR board as of, right? So this would say that regardless of the budget that we approve, we are approving any budget, and we're saying that it is effective as of the full moon today, and that includes reimbursements and all other costs and expenses. So the only basic like criteria would be maybe to get agreement by the end, but within 2 weeks. So does that sound like good? Anyways, let's vote. I'll vote for both these 7, and then I'm gonna take a 10-minute break, and I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, taking 10-minute break as well.
Hello.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Approve.
So is anyone planning on voting on these proposals, or and then Uma can check in?
Discussion.
Oma is gone.
Okay.
You have lost him.
Are you guys voting or what?
I vote 7.
On which one?
On line 187. Are we still going to vote for 168? Okay. Pending voting for purchase budget assumption. Okay.
What's the difference on this both option? On these two options?
One only approves the budget for option 5, and the other one approves any and all budgets that are certified.
Option 5. Option 5.
So if option 5 did not pass, then the starting date for tracking hours and everything related to reimbursements, everything would not happen by the full moon, right? So, but if option 5 does pass, then it's fine. So then for option 187, the next line is to retroactively approve any budget certified. So as long as you certify a budget within the next 2 weeks, then we're perfectly fine.
Anybody who the team in 2 weeks.
And if we can't pass a budget in 2 weeks either way, we're screwed no matter what. So it's like, it doesn't really matter.
Remember to approve any budget certified by the team and each report within 2 weeks. Sorry, let's see.
Oma, can you check in? Okay.
I think I did check in, and if you check the check-in update, I updated my check-in. I'm at 3, and I'm looking forward to a great session. Happy to be here again today.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. All right. So looks
I
like
think
most
Sandra
of
is
these
equally here.
passed.
Has Sandra checking?
Oh no, it looks like
Oh, she
Sandra
left.
did you? No.
She left.
Oh. All right, we can send a message. Jay, it seems like no one was up you guys. Jay didn't include my name, so I can vote too. I can see that your number of workers have been chosen live. Voting again. Okay, so Uma and Sandra, they can vote as well if you wanted to. So, other says that the proposal doesn't pass. Only option 5 passed. Okay. Sound good?
What again, Jay? What did you say?
The all options passing did not pass. Like all options
Yes.
did not pass. Okay, so but this one does pass, so we have that voted over. So if option 5 is approved at some point,
It's a
or
budget.
option 2. So either option 2 or option 5 passes, then we have the approval for the full moon. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Option 2.
Yeah, because option 2 was passed last week, right? That makes sense? Okay, so let's go with
Jay, why did you add the option 2 in the proposal 16 in line 168? A while ago, it was not there.
well, just because it already passed last week based on the full moon start time.
It passed last week, but this week, I think the vote is there.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
but
matter
in
either
this,
way. Either way, if option 2 passes, it still is initiated by the full moon. It doesn't matter whether you put it in there or not. It's just that's just a fact. Okay, that makes sense.
To me, it doesn't make sense.
23.
Oh my god. Okay, so if you go up to
Option 2
line,
does not pass. That is clear. So it's not supposed to be there. That's just it.
no, option 2 did pass last week, right, during the main session. So option 2
Yeah, but you
said it
changed your vote, Jay, so it did not pass.
today. It did not pass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the one that is to be considered? The one that is the latest vote or the previous vote?
Jay, there is nothing like it passed last week. Everyone has voted and it's not passed. Period. So we move forward. So what's the meaning of last week?
Okay, does everyone understand that to finalize the budget, there needs to be certification? We need to get certification of a budget within 2 weeks. So on line 189, for all the options, if we had passed that, it doesn't matter what budget was approved, we would all start the tracking of the time and the reimbursements as of the full moon. But because that didn't pass, that means that only if option 5 or option 2 was certified, would it start at the full moon. Does that make sense?
What was
So
the
if
reason
option
of
5
us
gets
having
certified, then it
ranking?
starts at the full moon.
I'm telling you, what's really the reason for the ranking? Because normally we were supposed to get trash this budget today and move forward.
I don't know
What
what
was
you guys
the
are even talking about. Why do you guys keep talking about moving forward? Why don't you talk about getting agreement? Getting agreement is moving forward. Just saying you want to move forward does nothing. Let's focus on agreement and the policies. Can we please do that? Because I don't know what you guys are talking about. You keep saying you want to move forward. You want to move forward. It's like, let's skip agreement. Let's skip all the policies and just move forward. It doesn't make any
Jay, you
sense to me.
know very clear. It will not pass. Trust me. Because it's just the same thing. We are just
That's
going to
why we
protect.
have the option to pass any budget, right?
There
So
is
Lucy
there
voted
is nothing like
6.7
passing
on
any
that.
budget. No one doesn't want to follow the agreement or any policy, Jay. The concern is, can we try to build something? I think the session was to build a new team, a new budget, new everything. We have ranking. What was the ranking for? Why should you put more energy on ranking and is not considered? Okay, we have a voting budget.
What are
I
you talking
think
about?
we
The
need.
ranking was considered. We just got rid of people who weren't high ranked and instead added the people who are high ranked. It was exactly considered. We followed the ranking in the new budget that we just approved.
Okay. I rest my. It's okay, girl.
Anyways, I don't understand how you guys don't get it. If option number 5 doesn't pass, then we don't have a budget and it doesn't start by the full moon. If option, or it needs to be certified, right? And the only other possibility is option number 2, and that's it. No other option that is passed would start by the full moon. They would all start after the full moon. Okay, it's that simple. Does that make sense? You guys don't get it at all. You just don't understand.
For me, I'll just do follow up and see how things are moving forward.
Okay, can you answer this question, Lucy? Do you know what is required to finalize the budget?
Of course, to have an agreement which is not going to come, because we are all team are going to vote on the budget, and again, uh, everybody is going to disagree. Of course, if someone doesn't see his or her name including in that budget, they will vote no and no and
So
no and no. So
and so
the,
why do you care so much? Why, if your name didn't include it, do you feel like you should
I
be able to
don't.
vote
I
no?
have no problem there if you remove my name. If if I rank low, I have no problem. I will respect that. I rank low.
Why would nobody else respect it? Right? Uma's here. Uma voted. Uma was ranked lowest. The probability of you getting the budget, Uma, is very, very low. Are you going to respect the team in the ranking, or are you going to try to hold up the entire budget process even though you're ranked lowest? Let's hear from Uma. Instead of like making up hypotheticals, let's just talk to Uma.
I don't know what's going on, and I don't want to interfere with what you're doing. So I'm here watching.
I'm telling you what's going on.
I said that.
We did a ranking. You ranked
Mhm.
lowest, which means the
Okay, that is what
probability
was
of
in
being
my
included in the
POPP
budget.
that you had me with. Okay, that is what was in my POPP that you had me with, and I never thought of changing it. And I'll just leave it like that,
Okay,
whatever
but
the
that's not the
case.
question. I'm not asking about the amount of money. The bottom line is that you ranked lowest in the ranking when we ranked and did the
Which is
election.
okay.
And so the probability of you being included in the budget is very low. And the question that Lucy and me are asking you is, are you going to vote no on the budget just because you're not included in the budget?
I think you will do what you want. Like what is being done, I can see already the votes are here, and so I can see people are voting on where their names are, and I'm not interested in that. I just want to see what you're doing.
Okay. Anyways, so
I'm not
Lucy,
interested
I
in
mean,
the voting.
I think
Like
you should
I just
just
want to hear
focus on
how
yourself.
the proceedings are.
Okay. So, anyways, Lucy, I think you should focus on yourself and not worry about how other people may or may not vote in the future. I guess just like we should just focus on the work and moving forward and not worrying about what other people vote. We have policies in place to ensure that we go through weighted voting and to all the policies to make sure that we build agreement towards a final option. And if we need to improve our processes, we can improve our processes because it shouldn't be possible to prevent the organization from getting agreement on a budget. What does prevent the organization getting agreement on a budget is if everybody sits here and hypothetically, talks about how bad things are in the future when we don't even know.
I have a question.
I'm sorry, Jay.
If,
I'm
if
sorry.
you
Before
tell
you
me,
ask the question, I'm sorry, Jay, for being concerned on what is going to happen in future. It was just anyway a concern. I have no problem. I'll just go with what the team said. I don't mind.
if you say I'm
Not
ranked
going to ask you a
solo,
question.
eh, if you say I'm ranked solo, and you say that option two passed last week, and today option five has passed, and why is it that I'm in option two? If I rank solo, then those people who already rank higher should have already been there a long time ago. And why is it that I'm in option two and not in option five? That will be the question. And if that's the question, which I know I won't get a contenting answer, and now what I'll do, I'll just keep quiet and see what's going on, how it's going
Yeah,
to move forward.
yeah. So the answer is very simple. Last week there was 4 people interested in being involved who expressed some interest at all. You yourself still have not told us that you wanted to be involved, right? We were still trying to
Which,
confirm that for you, but in the past you had said that you wanted to be
which
involved still.
I was not there when the four people were there. And how is it that I was already in the budget? And that's the update that you already sent in Discord. Why is it that today I need to vote again? No, I'm not going to vote. Work with them.
No budget has been certified. These are all options. So anyone who thinks that they're included or not included in the budget is just simply not correct. They don't know what we're talking about. Okay, so we need to get a budget
Work
needs to be certified by the
work
HR
with
board
them.
before it's finalized. But the reason is very simple. you were someone who expressed interest in the past on staying involved in the team, right? We still needed to confirm that, but in the caution, in extra caution, we chose to add you because you're only one of 4 people who expressed any interest at all in continuing with the team, right? After that, and over the course of 4 days, we now have 7 people who are interested in continuing, which is significantly more than 3 or 4.
which
So
is
now
good.
we had to do the ranking. We need to understand what's going on and figure out, who's going to be included in the budget, right? So if everybody wants to vote against a single person being approved in the budget, they can choose to do that. But I'm perfectly fine just, approving one person at a time, like starting with Lucy, who's ranked highest. Like, let's just approve Lucy in the budget, and then we have one person in the budget, and then we can move forward. And then we can approve a second person, and then we can approve a third person. So whatever it takes to get agreement, I just don't care what it takes. But if everybody wants to make a big, huge fit and say, like, no one's getting a dime if I don't get a dime, then that's fine too. We can just sit around and no one can get paid. But what you need to do is move forward. So if no one else wants to vote, let's go on to the next topic, because I don't really understand like what we're trying to accomplish here.
So what are we voting again on? I think we already voted.
I think we already voted. It's all done. We're just trying to answer questions. So Uma, currently you're included in the option 2 budget, but we'll have other options that will include you. We can have as many budget options as we want to vote on. It's perfectly fine. But for now, we are done discussing the budget in this particular session, and we're ready to go on to the next topic, right?
And the question, Uma, do you want to be included? The budget? To continue, I mean. To continue.
Hello, Joyce.
Yeah. Do you want to continue
I think,
to the for
I
the
think, I think, I think it's already voted. They are already voted. Okay. So
okay
what the
then.
team has decided.
We all
Okay,
voted because you're over
Yeah.
an hour late. That's why we already voted. There's no other reason that we
We,
already voted than you're an hour late to the session. Okay, so
we,
the question
no, I
still
didn't.
stands: are you interested in staying involved and continuing with the team or not? I think it's a perfectly viable question. If you don't want to answer it, that's fine. Let's move on to a new topic.
I don't want to answer.
Okay,
Let's go to the next topic.
yes, let's go to the next
That's
topic.
what you wanted to.
All right.
So
So
what's the next step for the budget? Yeah?
UMCUS, obviously, and I think the most important thing for UMCUS is worker terms of involvement methodology, right? That is where I would go next.
So what happened to so far option 5 is passing? Do we put it on the? Are you going to put it on the form and send to HR? Or I don't understand. What's the next step?
This is just an HR budget. The actual budget needs to be created and sent to the HR board, but we can send this to a voting form to everybody on the team, on the ownership, and get input on the budget, all of the budget options, right? We have like 5, 6, 7, 8 budget options that we can present. But that's only half of the problem. The other problem is the actual UMCUS. So we can discuss UMCUS in general, or we can go to the most important component of UMCUS, which is the methodology and the terms of involvement. And Joyce and Tay, you guys didn't vote on the voting form from last week, right?
which one?
The proposals from the Thursday, Friday main session.
Proposal. Just a minute. Proposal. Ay, where is it? Can I have the link? Here. I saw the
Uh,
link. I saw the link.
I have a concern. I have a concern.
Yes, Uma.
So the budget option is that Jay, the budget option is that you stay with your prior team. That's you, Lucy, Ate, and Joyce, and then with the decision makers, right? That's the one that has passed. And now I'm asking, even if I'm an hour late, how would I even have changed that? That's something I could not change even if I was 20 hours earlier, 20 minutes earlier. That's something I could have not changed. And I'm
You can
still
change it
wondering,
right now by
why
voting.
should I,
You are welcome to vote.
kindly,
Just vote.
I have not finished. Why should I be in the meeting when it's the previous team that's already needed to be there? Why was I supposed to attend either? Or should I come back when we are moving to the next topic?
We're trying to move to the next topic, but you're taking us back to the previous topic, which is fine. But if you want to vote on the budget, you can vote. Right now, all this
No,
will go into voting form. Everyone will be able to vote on a voting form as well. There'll be multiple budget options, including one that's just Lucy, including one that's just Lucy and Ate, including this one. Plus, there's the option 2 from last week, which does include you. Plus, we're going to have a budget option that includes Sandra, and probably an option that includes everybody. If everybody wants to include everybody, they can vote for that all they want to. It's not going to pass. It's the same problem as before, where nobody's willing to compromise. It's never going to work. There has to be a compromise. You understand? Uma, are you there? Again, if you
yeah,
want to
I'm there.
vote, you can vote right now. You're
Uh,
welcome to vote. You
I'm
can
not,
propose a new budget
I'm not,
option. You could answer the
I'm not
question. If
going.
you don't say, yes, I
I'm
want to be involved in the budget, there's no reason for me to go out of my way to spend, whether it's 10 minutes or an hour to create a new budget that includes you if you're not even saying that you want to be involved and you're already included in option 2, which is already there that you can vote on. So it's like,
I'm not going to vote because those options are both not going to pass. So I'm not going to vote. If they are
okay.
still to be sent in the voting forms, they are still not going to pass. To pass, it's something we've been going over and over again. Now 2 months, we're still going on the same thing. Now, no, just continue. I'm not going to vote.
All right, sounds good. So are we ready to go on to the next topic or what? Or do we
Yeah,
do a break or?
let's move to the next topic.
So again, that we need to go into the UMCUS because that's the main thing for the budget. We can also talk about the final payment. But for me, the most important thing for the budget is the methodology and the terms of involvement.
You were asking about I did not vote for that form for I ha, I have a question, Jay, on the form. Can be or on the next topic or something.
Um,
Or this is in regarding budget still.
I'll just put it right here. So copy message link at Joyce at Ate.
No, I saw
Right there.
the link, but I have a question.
So what is your question about the voting form?
Yeah, this number the proposal number one. Number one. Agree on the following direction for the final payment within previous 9,000 plan. The breakdown, Jade. Does it mean that okay, we have 7 months bonuses? Then does
Well,
it mean that
why don't we go into the topic? If you guys want to talk about the final payment, why don't we make that a topic and go through the
yeah?
different?
Yeah, I'm asking you if it will be another topic or now.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do
another
another
topic.
topic. You guys want to do that final payment?
Yeah.
But we still need to go back to the UMCUS proposal to finish the budget. But I'm fine going over the final payment for a little while. perfectly fine. Do we
Yeah,
have agreement
because
on that?
we have to vote this form, right? So I don't know. I have a question.
Yes, let's go over it. So topic 2, final payment, getting clarity on moving forward with the final payment options. Does everyone okay with topic 2?
Yeah, no objection from me.
Okay,
Okay, making the tab.
perfect.
Okay.
Thanks. But should we take a 5-minute break real quick and then come back and then do it, or what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. Yes.
5 minutes.
Final payment.
Okay, so let's take a 5-minute break and then we're gonna go on to topic number 2, which is the final payment direction and getting clarity on moving forward with the final payment options. I think overall we have some reasonable direction to move forward on the final payment. So, anyways, let's check in 5 minutes. 5 minute, 5-minute break. I'll be right back. Hello.
Yes.
I'm back.
The Joyce back.
Yeah, yes, back. I'm back.
Start with your question.
Question. Yeah. So number one. This so 2,300 is 7 months bonuses, then 3,000. Am I sharing my screen? Uh, uh,
No.
Start sharing my screen. Okay. So 2,300 7 months bonuses, then 3,000 increased token value for everyone, additional back pay 1 year. So for the 1 year reconciliation, it means it will be back pay.
Uh,
Is that what it means by this? Huh?
uh, no, we're putting that we have the $3,000. So that $3,000 was going towards the token. So the whole purpose of this proposal was to go for the 7 month bonuses, right? And
Yeah,
to not do the 1 year reconciliation. So
yes.
the 1 year reconciliation is not completed yet. So basically, for those who are ready to move forward immediately and they don't want to do the work, because obviously, there's very few people working on the 1 year reconciliation. It's like me and you, Joyce, and and that's the three of us, right? No one else is working on it. So basically, if we the proposal is to only do the 7 months, and then $3,000 goes into the tokens, and then everyone's tokens become more valuable, and you can sell your tokens and have more value in the
Oh,
token
okay. So the 1 year will be not be paid but in token. Okay.
instead of
So
doing the 1 year reconciliation. So we can always do the 1 year reconciliation instead, and then update the proposal, and then that would come out of the $3,000 for the reconciliation.
is there an option for that one?
Yeah, the option is called doing the work.
Doing the work.
Yeah,
Where is it here?
we just have to do the work. It would come out of the $3,000.
Okay, so if we do the work, then the reconciliation is going to come up with $3,000.
No, yeah, it would come out of the $3,000. It would be a separate proposal, because instead of saying $3,000 for the token, it would say however much money for the reconciliation and less money for the token.
So
Does
when
that
will
make
that
sense?
come? Okay. So when will that come out? After we finish the work?
And yeah, we don't know how much the 1 year reconciliation is yet, because we haven't finished doing the work on it.
Okay, Jay. So if
But
we
if we
finish
did
the
it,
work,
we should be able to get it done within this week. I mean, we finished 1 month. There's 4 more months left. So
mm-hmm.
if we did one per day, we would be done by the end of the week.
Okay, so there will be another proposal for that.
Yes, that would be a separate proposal. So this proposal on line 12, wait, no, on line 14 is to go back to 7 months only, um, for the bonuses, right? So this does not include the 1 year, right? So last week when we had the
Yeah.
session, everybody present at the session, because you and Joyce weren't there, or Tay and Joyce weren't
Mm-hmm.
there, the agreement by the people who were present was that we
The
don't
seven
have the
months.
information needed for the 1 year reconciliation. We want to move forward now, so this is the only option that we could move forward with
Okay, so
immediately.
we can move forward with this one immediately.
Yes, we can move forward with this immediately, and
And then
then
we
not
can
do
go
the
back.
1 year reconciliation.
Hmm?
And not do the 1 year reconciliation. Instead, you get the $3,000 for the tokens. Otherwise, we don't move forward with this. This did not pass. So just so everybody understands, if you look at the outcome of this vote, this would be
It pass or did not
it did
pass?
not it did not pass.
Did not pass. Okay.
Where is it?
Okay. The 9,000 pass, as
How
you
we
said.
just always everybody just there during the session so that we can vote all once instead of repeating votes.
Like, again, I don't know what you're talking about, Lucy. Like, we are a cooperative or democratically run. Not every person is always going to be at the session every single time. That's why we have the voting forms. Okay, so all right, but we can fork if there's not agreement. We can always fork. All right. So to have additional returns. So let me see which question is this? Now I'm confused. So it should be question number 2. It should question number 2. So question number 2.
Number 2.
Proposal, umbrella proposal. Agree to the following 4 proposals. It got a 6.33. So I'll put this in line 73. So Joyce, you and Atay did not vote, but either way, even without you voting, the proposal did not pass. It is a 6.3, so does not pass.
And then the 9,000 pass.
Yes, but the 9,000 has already passed before, and the 9,000 proposal is not a finalization of the money. It's just a general direction that we're
Yeah.
going for with the money. So basically what that says, the $9,000 is basically just saying, okay, the general direction that we're going is that $2,300 goes to the 7-month bonuses, $3,000 goes to
The 1 year.
either increasing the token value, additional back pay, or 1-year reconciliation.
Okay.
All right, and then we have 1,275 for the already paid back pay. And then the idea is that $2,000 is going into this new budget so that we're all wanting to move forward with the organization instead of only going back. And that leaves an additional 425 for additional back pay or other token increases or whatever we want to do with that. So overall, this is the direction that is being proposed, and those that voted so far seem to agree with that direction. But again, it doesn't matter the direction we go. All that matters is the final vote. So, for example, for the $2,300 for the 7-month bonuses, it did not pass. So even though we agree that we want to move forward this direction with the $9,000, every component of the final payment has to be approved. We have to approve the budget for the back pay. We have to approve the 7-month bonuses. We have to approve the token increases / 1-year reconciliation or not, depending on how we move forward with that. So all of those components have not been approved yet. So the overall $9,000 has not been approved.
Okay.
So there are people on the ownership who would love to move forward quickly to skip the 1-year reconciliation, put the money in the tokens, get everyone money as quickly as possible, and move forward on getting work done, right? So, but so far there has not been able to get agreement on that. So if we want to wait another week to do the reconciliation, that's fine, and we can move forward on the budget along with that. And we did vote on all the budget options, and then none of the budget options passed. Not even a single one got anywhere close to passing. So that's also concerning, but we're going to vote on more budget options with the actual people, and hopefully that will help.
Okay. So we can vote on the next form. Because all of this will be there also, right?
I mean, you guys can do whatever you want to. If you don't want to vote on the voting forms, you don't have to vote on the voting forms. You're encouraged and empowered to vote on the voting forms if you want to.
No, what I mean this one, Jay. This one. Do we have to vote now or the next voting form? Because this one will be also
It's
be
up to
included.
you. It's up to you. It is helpful if everybody who's present votes on the voting forms so that we can move forward with all the different questions. But we can also just vote for them on in the session. It's fine.
Mhm.
So for right now, the question is, do we want to move forward with the token option in the 7 months, or do we want to do the 1 year reconciliation? So let's just go vote on that. So this was the outcome for the options of how far back we want to go, was line 131. So there was 3 votes for 7 months. So basically, we would focus on the $7,100,000.
Jay, I cannot hear you. Am I the only one or?
Oh, sorry. I'll say it again. Proposal to only focus on the 7 months bonus and go with the $3,000 for tokens value increase or more back pay. And so that is that option. And if that doesn't pass, then we can do the proposal to wait, 1 week, to wait about 1 more week to finish the 1 year reconciliation, and then finalize the $9,000. Okay, so so are there questions on the first proposal or?
You are breaking. Jay.
Can someone read the proposal? Does anyone have questions, concerns?
A proposal to only focus on the 7 months bonus and go with the 3,000 for tokens value increase and or more back pay. So any
So are there
question?
questions?
Only focus on the 7 months bonus and go with
So I don't understand more back pay. How?
it means
What does that?
it will go to the
Agreement
back
on
pay.
back pay. If we get agreement on more back pay, then we would pay more back pay. Does that make sense, Lucy? Whatever's agreed upon.
If I have more back pay, what happen?
You get paid more back pay. What do you mean? If you have more back pay, you get
Okay,
paid more back
okay,
pay.
okay. I was not getting. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
So
Jay, I didn't understand. What do you mean by more back pay?
so
Is
the
anyone
the we're
getting it?
already proposing the $1,275 of back pay. So more back pay would be more than the $1,275.
But
Does
I
that make
thought
sense?
no, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand anything else you guys are doing here because from this payment, I realized that you guys already deducted the back pay you sent from us from our payments.
Correct. Because it hasn't been approved.
So what do you mean by get my more back pay?
So we're already proposing to have the $1,275 of back pay,
To increase
right?
more.
So if
To
that
boost
gets
more.
approved, then that would then be added to the total, and then if you did more than that, then that would come out of the $3,000.
So
So Ate, it will not be given as fiat. It will be tokens that the 1 year.
And or
no,
back
no, no,
pay.
no. You guys, you don't see answer my question, Joyce. You're saying something else.
But it's not.
Okay.
It's not that. It's not. You're not getting any more tokens. We're taking $3,000 of fiat money and increasing the value of the tokens. So the tokens aren't worth 5 cents. They'll be worth 10, 25, 30 cents or more, right? So the value of the tokens is going to go up by $3,000 for everybody, not just a single person.
So my question is, the other back pay we took, you have refused to give it to us. Now you are saying more back pay. I don't understand.
No, you guys refused to compromise on the budget to get agreement on anything. So that's why the back pay was not approved.
So what if the back pay gets approved in the budget now?
And then we pay it out. Everyone will it won't be deducted because you already got it. And then you get more additional funds that come out of the $9,000 would go towards the bonuses and the tokens and everything. But the bottom line, we're only voting on one thing. It's a very simple vote. We're either voting on 7 months or we're voting on 1 year,
No, I
right?
need to get clarity. You should not force me to. You're trying like to force me to accept on something I don't
I'm not
understand.
trying to force you to do anything. I'm
I
just
need to
telling you what the
understand very well.
proposal is. The purpose of the proposal is how far back do we want to go for the payments? The team voted for 7 months in the voting form. And no one else wanted to vote. You had your chance, you didn't vote. So 7 months is the top priority, which is what was voted on last week as well, which is saying that we don't want to go back a whole year and do the entire 1 year reconciliation. And instead, we would distribute $3,000 into tokens, or that value would go towards back pay. If its back pay is approved in the budget, more than the 1,275, it would become out of the $3,000. That's all it's saying. Otherwise, the proposal for the 1 year is exactly the same. We're saying the 1 year reconciliation would be
You're breaking, Jay.
the other proposal is that we would get about 1 more week to finish the 1 year reconciliation, and that we would include the total in the $9,000 and reduce the $3,000, and or it would go towards back pay. There's no difference between the proposals. It's the same thing.
So why did you put 1 week there? It could be less than. So I don't understand why you focus on 1 week.
I said about 1 more week. Less than, more than, it's fine. That actually takes work, though. People have to do the work, which, if you look at what's been happening, it could take months, right? Do you guys really not understand these proposals? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is the question that we're on? I'm a little confused.
So line 140 is only the 7 months will be there and the rest will be back pay, right? Then
Line
proposed
140 is the $3,000 goes into the tokens, or if there's agreement on the back pay, right? We have $3,000 for tokens and or back pay. So either everybody's tokens go up in value, or you get back pay instead of the tokens going up in value, right?
yeah, that is the one
And
year that
that's for the 7 months. For the line 156, the proposal for 1 year reconciliation is exactly the same. It comes out of the $3,000, and if there's more left over from the $3,000, it would go towards the token and or back pay.
if more than 3,000.
Yeah. Well, it's less than 3,000. If the 1 year reconciliation is less than $3,000, then it would come out. Then the additional money would go towards the tokens and or to more back pay.
When we finish.
You guys don't understand the difference between 7 months and 1 year? Like, all we're voting on, look at the proposal is, what are the options for how far back we go into the past payments? Do we do 2 months? Do we do 7 months? Do we do 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years? Right? In the past, we had agreement on 4 years. Now we're going back towards 7 months, or we could do 1 year, or we go to 2 years. The question is how long and how much time. The longer we go back, the longer it takes to do the work. This is not about the $3,000. The $3,000 is the same for both proposals. The money is coming out of the $3,000 either way, right? So the question is, how far back do we want to go? The most people voted for option number 2, which is 7 months. So the first vote is for the 7 months. If we voted on the 7 months, we would budget $3,000 for tokens to be increased and or for back pay instead of the 1 year reconciliation. So you just need to vote on that. Like, and there's lots of concerns, obviously. Like, the next option 3, would be the 1 year reconciliation and give more time to complete the 1 year reconciliation and do the work. But it still comes out of the same $9,000 budget, which we're budgeting $3,000 for the reconciliation and the tokens and the additional back pay. Does that, you guys just completely just have no idea what I'm talking about?
We
Jay,
do, Jay.
for example, okay. If we finish the calculation for the 1 year, will it still go to the back pay or token value? The amount that's going to come out
No,
of it?
it would be a reconciliation, 1 year reconciliation value, and it would be budgeted.
Okay. That would be fiat, right?
It's all fiat. $3,000 of fiat is fiat money. Everything
So
is fiat. The question is just where the money is going. Is the money going to your individual bank account, or is the money going to the tokens?
Okay. Is
And
it
you can
going
sell
to
the
the
tokens.
so both are going to the tokens, even if we finish the computation for 1 year?
No.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Whatever the final decision will decide where the money's going to, right? So if you look, for example, if you look for line 18 through line 48, it shows every single individual person exactly how much money will be spent on them, including the exact amount of money that goes in the tokens, which is on line 68. Okay. So, but the question is, do we give more time to complete the reconciliation? So we just need to vote on this. Like, it's a very simple vote. Do we want to stay with last week's vote, which was 7 months, do the 7 months, or do we want to vote no on that and say, no, 7 months is not enough, I want 1 year? And then you vote on the 1 year, and then you say, okay, yes for the 1 year, or no, I want the 2 years, and then we vote on the 2 years, and then if they're no, I want the 3 years. Like, it's just like, that's what we're voting on right now.
Okay, related to the same way Madam Secretary did the performance.
Okay, so anyways, I'm just going to vote because I don't understand what is going on. Lucy, do you understand? Can you vote? We have lots of concerns, obviously. I'll vote a 7.5.
I'll just vote. I don't understand much, but I will just vote.
You don't understand either, Lucy?
You know me, I don't understand about you talk of fiat. I don't know what is fiat. I don't know.
Fiat is money.
Fiat is the dollars.
Yeah, US dollars are fiat. It's just money. That's all it is.
I don't know. Okay.
The token. Me
There
also,
is
I did
fiat.
not know
Fiat,
that.
fiat is what they send to us as upfront. The amount, the
Oh,
money. Yeah,
No,
that's
if
fiat.
you get paid in U.S. dollars or your local government currency, that's
Currency.
considered fiat. If you get paid in crypto, that is not considered fiat
Oh,
Mm-mm.
really?
unless it's like U.S. dollar
Mm-mm.
tether or something like that.
you know me. I'm always confused about token value. What is this whole token value all about? That is why I find it difficult to understand. I'm always just going as per individual, as per team voting and finish.
I think
Because
token value is what is sent to our wallet. Is it what? MetaMask?
The cryptos.
Yeah. So currently the tokens are valued at like the T2ML is valued at about 10 cents per token, whereas the 2F6M token is supposed to be valued at like 25 cents. But if we put $3,000 into the tokens would skyrocket in value. So the T2ML token might be worth like, 30, 40, 50 cents or more. And then the 2F6M token could be worth as much as $1. I mean, I don't know. It just depends on how much